Watch it! Sorry. All right, close it up, Jimmy. Board!
Baby. Abe.
What time is it?
A little after 6, I'm on my way to work.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to sleep.
Okay. I left you some breakfast. I'll call you later.
Okay.
Glad you're here.
Okay.
Thank you. Oh, Captain. Graham Wells, how do you do? Appreciate you taking the time. It's all right.
Would you like a menu, sir?
No, thank you. Just black coffee and whole wheat toast.
Right away.
I'll hold my order until the captain's is ready, will you, Evie?
Yes, Mr. Wells.
Pretty Spartan fare, Captain. I'm not a big breakfast eater. Shall we wait to break bread, or shall I go ahead and explain myself?
I'm listening.
Fortune teller friend of mine said you made an appearance in his crystal ball the other night.
Oh, what was I doing?
Being offered Fletcher Daniels' job.
I hope telling fortunes isn't how your friend makes a living.
That's funny. No. I think he has other sources of income. But indulge the hypothetical, Frank. Excuse the presumption. Some perspectives, becoming chief of police would be a hell of an attractive prospect. Some perspectives, it'd culminate a career.
Hypothetically speaking.
Mm-hmm. That's why I wanted you to know that there are people in this town, and you're sitting across the table from one of them. I think if you take an offer like that, you're selling yourself short. They think the next desk you sit at ought to have the seal of the city on its front. And they want to help you get there.
We have a 911. Armed robbery in progress. See surplus store, corner Peebles Drive, on 24th Street.
referred to the Polk. Lieutenant Hunter and his men are escorting the city marshals this morning. They're going to serve a citation to this Russian freighter that's been dumping all that gunk in the harbor.
Believe those creeps dumping sewage?
Item 7. Officer Hill's father passed yesterday. Bobby's going to be off for the next 3 days. Officer Renko's going to team with Officer Garfield until Bobby gets back. 8. Once. Armed robbery and narcotics theft at Volker's Pharmacy last night. Now, the description's consistent with the J9 composite that posted upstairs of this guy been knocking off all the drugstores. This perp's wrong, people, and he's been getting more active. A Yablonsky citation to the cop that makes the color. Item last. Detective Belker has asked to address the shift.
Everyone who's been trying to attend my wedding for the last several days. I wanted to apologize for lousing up your schedules. Robin and I are getting married noon today at City Hall. And then we're going to stop back here after the ceremony on our way to Perlman's, which is a lodge where we have a honeymoon package at. Actually, we have 2 days left on the package we bought. I'm sorry for all the inconvenience.
Yeah, the detective's talking like he committed a Brinks job. Everybody knows that he was on a case. Yeah. And I'm sure that everybody wishes the detective and the future Mrs. Belker all the best. Okay, that's it. Let's go. They're getting away out there.
We gotta get that refrigerator over
I
there.
don't do no heavy lifting, babe.
Hey, Mick, you got nothing to apologize for, all right?
It's been a very awkward situation. He's just trying to get rid of his best man, that's all.
Oh, that's not correct. Are you gonna be talking to Bobby?
Calling tonight. He's going home with his dad's remains.
Oh, good. Could you convey our sympathies?
Right. Will.
Excuse me. I'm gonna go home now and wait.
I'll be right up, man. Hey, good luck. Boy, are you free? All right.
Hey, so he's a little nervous. He's a little wound up.
A little.
He'll be okay.
Well, today better be the charms. That boy's brain is floating toward the thin ice of mental health.
Gentlemen.
Hey, what you got, Sidney?
Sid, you know any cheap delivery people? Delivery of what commodity?
Pick up a refrigerator at the Kubiak's and bring it over here.
Legal delivery? I can't help it. On the other hand, you guys want to pop that Mad Dog Pharmacy killer?
Hey, guy hasn't killed anybody, Sid.
Oh, I see. And the department is just going to wait for that to occur? Whatever happened to first strike? Listen, guys, I got somebody with reliable access to this creek.
Cooperative?
Not exactly, but you could bust it for receiving, make a deal. $200 buys my assistance.
Half a ball.
$50? Hey, look, fellas, this isn't like farming. I think on a source, they're lost to me. Forever.
I think Leon's got a truck. Maybe he could bring the fridge over here himself.
I think we might be on Leon's hate list, baby.
Kentucky freeze out. Very amusing. All right. $50, let's do it. You know, I happen to like this lady, but I guess that doesn't count for anything either.
Nope.
Captain, good morning.
Captain?
Couple of real softies.
Good morning, Captain.
Stan?
A lot of phone calls. I think Lieutenant Hunter might have stepped in something down at the harbor.
He's leaning against the door saying, how you doing, Luce?
Fabulous Fabe. How long is he going to be here?
We don't know yet.
We don't know yet? I mean, when does he have to be back? When does he have to be back at school?
He thinks he might go to school up here.
Luce.
They're getting away from us out there,
Luce,
Joe.
wait a minute.
What?
Didn't we go through this jackpot last year?
What jackpot?
Look, Fabian's not talking about moving in with his mother, right? I mean, he knows she's back hooking again.
Right.
So he's talking about moving in with you?
Also right.
Don't you think you've had your quota lately, Luce?
Of what?
Of getting hurt.
Joey, when I saw that kid leaning up against the doorway like that, that's the best feeling I had in a long time.
But what about what comes afterward?
We're taking this one step at a time, all right? First step is he is here, and he thinks he wants to stay. Now, if he decides that is what he wants, I'm going to do everything I can to make that happen. I know it might be a mess. You're right, but on the other hand, it might work out.
When do I get to see him?
He's coming up later today. He's so big you're going to die.
You are crazy.
You're an artist, Terry. It's like this gentleman's body is the cover of the Saturday Evening Post, and you are Norman Rockwell.
Don't move around.
Oh.
Save the sugar, Sid. How do you know these guys?
I know the white guy from Harrisonville. The black cat, he's a friend of the white guy. Harry? Johnny.
Cold hands. I like that in a man.
Pleasure's all mine.
And that's Neil. He's catching 40 wigs.
All right. So, who wants the tattoo?
Well, actually, Johnny inherited a TV camera that he wants to dispose of.
Good luck.
I thought maybe you knew some people in the industry.
You a cop?
Me? Absolutely. So is he. You want to see our badges?
Tara, doesn't that kid, Jamie, make films or something?
I don't know. Why don't you call him and find out?
Fine. You don't want the business?
How much do you want for it?
$7.50.
4 bills.
Earth to Neil. Go get the camera.
Hey!
Salome won't hurt you.
Oh,
Feel her. She's cold. Like your hand.
yeah. Oh, God, it's squeezing me.
You should feel honored. She usually doesn't like strangers. Even a herptophile such as I rarely elicits such a positive response.
Yeah.
Got a bill of sale?
I inherited, remember?
Oh, yeah. You inherit pretty regular?
A couple times a month.
Well, come back. Next time you're in mourning.
Yeah. I'm sorry, honey. You're busted.
Yeah, baby, you're arrested. You have the right to remain silent. If you give up the right to remain silent,
Said you
No, cops? You guys are cops?
Oh, save the crap.
Come on, Terry. Guy's gotta eat.
Tougher, Neil.
Run this corner. Be careful, he's got an axe.
That's enough, mister.
Says who? Says me now. Drop that kick. My lord. You know this guy? Bobby? Bobby! Why are you smashing in that lock?
To get inside. Do I recognize you?
Not in your present condition, you don't.
The instruments in this locker are mine.
Is your name Parsons?
These instruments were stolen from me.
Bobby, if you don't put down that axe, I'm gonna have to take you in, buddy.
You ain't taking me anywhere.
All right, watch his hands. Bobby, you're busted.
Dan, you look familiar.
Heard you had some excitement at the harbor, Howard. We butted a few helmets and...
Hey, good for you, Lieutenant. I heard you cussed them out.
Lieutenant DeCockles.
Howard, Oh, Frank, we couldn't serve the summons. We were bushwhacked by some federal bureaucrats.
I heard the story, Howard.
I heard from the chief's office, from the mayor's office, and the State Department.
Oh, the Monday morning quarterbacks have been checking in, haven't they, Frank?
Your assignment was to safeguard the marshals. Instead, you engaged the ship's mate in a bullhorn shouting match. Then you searched non-public areas of the ship for non-existent defectors, and you make totally unfounded accusations about spying, accompanied by frisks of 2 Soviet citizens.
Frank, it is well known. KGB are assigned to every so-called merchant vessel.
What is well known to the officials who've called me is that your cowboy patriotism could precipitate an incident. The chief's office wants you to draft an apology.
Judas H. Frank.
And I happen to agree within the hour, Howard.
Well, if you'll excuse me, I'll consider my response.
Your apology.
Very well. Excuse me. You know what our Russian friends would say about this, Frank?
What's that?
I to jest grominia. Rakovinia aborlakia. This eats large toilet bowls.
Lieutenant?
Davenport?
Everything okay?
Just Howard. Trying to start World War III. Come with me to the Monsignor Keller dinner tonight.
I thought we turned that down.
Well, Walt Callahan got the flu, and they just called and asked me to deliver the address.
I'll get our duds from the cleaners. Dish the dirt, Furillo. What was breakfast with Graham Wells about?
He said Fletcher Daniels may resign next month. Evidently, he's been offered a consultancy with the Crime Institute.
What's that got to do with political kingmaking?
Wells said that if they offer me Daniels' job before accepting, I should keep in mind that he thinks I'd be a viable candidate in the mayoral race.
Furillo, you political hunk.
Oh, I think he's in left field.
I've never heard of Mr. Wells playing that position. Was it Wells who invited you to make the speech tonight?
Well, the Keller Committee just called a few minutes ago.
You don't think there's a connection?
I hadn't thought about that.
What's your speech going to be about, Furillo?
Haven't thought of that either.
How about rising young Italians?
Well, let's look at the map.
Apologize. Apologize for what? For taking the kid gloves off when it comes to dealing with the bear?
You'll be pumping iron then, sir?
As if I can find my weights. All right, who moved them? Where the hell are they?
All non-departmental property was removed from the equipment lockers, sir.
To where? And by whom?
Well, I believe the storage room, sir.
The storage room? Where the hell's the storage room?
Well, by the boiler room, sir.
Oh,
Sergeant
Judas
Yablonsky.
Priest. Guys, no Ruskies. That's a sick one. Hammer. Wait. Medicine. tolerate it. Man thinks he can run roughshod on me.
Now, Mr. Parsons, I know you're upset.
Bobby thinks he don't have to answer to no one.
No, but there's an area I have to keep clear here, huh?
Oh, there he is. There's the great man, the #1 horse. You.
Hey, don't be kicking me. Man, you sold me out.
Oh, preach on it, Bobby. Blame everyone but your damn fool self.
Officer, you gonna book this man?
Yes, I am. You please move out my way, sir. Mr. Angel's very busy right now.
Yeah, busy stealing my possessions. That was my cubicle.
I was trying to get my damn
storage back. They ain't yours no more, Bobby. You ignored one too many court order and one too many notice to pay.
The hell you want to do with that stuff, Ned? All you know is grinding money out of people who play those things.
That's so.
Come on.
Is that so? I guess it wasn't me starving with you those 11 years on the road, huh?
Riding my back, you mean? And I guess it wasn't you that checked me into that damn detox. Closer than I ever wanted to get to hell and be alive.
Which was to go there or to go to jail.
Right,
And you
listen
should have
to me.
stayed there until you was well.
Listen to me now. If you want to charge him with attempted theft, we already got him for destruction of property and...
Go ahead, Ned. Drive another nail in.
Oh, it ain't worth my time.
So long, Ned. Go find yourself another picker to sink your teeth into.
Bobby, turn around here now. If I ever talk to this lady.
Empty your pockets, put it on the counter.
Well, I'll take my trousers off if you ask real nice.
Hey,
Crying
shut
out loud.
up. Turn around here and face this camera.
Hey, just a second. I recognize you. You're the son of a buck that got me popped for possession last week and got me into this whole damn mess.
Last week, it was 6 months ago, pal, and your manager's right. You got yourself into this all by your own lonesome.
6 months? Boy. My time sure flies when you're having fun.
Put that thing down. Book him. Walk over there.
Okay, let's take a picture, dude.
Hey.
Come on. Lord have mercy on me.
Where am I?
Leader Brigade. Code 5. Men. Are you down here? Any other captives? The only one the Ruskies have taken.
You two probably won't believe that I was formerly a university instructor. 14 years.
Where'd you used to teach?
Various institutions. Now I'm driving a taxi cab.
Are you going to take the Parkway?
The Parkway is closed to southbounds from 11 to 2, sir. Would you like to do the driving for me? Would you like to do my job, sir?
No.
All right, I'm trying to get you there. I'm going as fast as I can. What are you doing?
I'm not going.
You're grabbing my shoulder. You're grabbing my shoulder, sir, and you're growling.
He's got him.
He's got him. He's busted.
He's got him.
Sir,
got
I am
him.
becoming very anxious.
Hey, Green, go. Let's go. Let's go. Go,
I
go,
will.
go, go, go.
I will. I'm driving.
With this ring, I thee wed, and with all my worldly goods, I thee endow.
I now pronounce you man and wife. Finally. You may kiss the bride. Didn't think we'd bring this one home after 3 days.
My warmest congratulations to you both.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
My bill. I know it's high, but I had a lot of downtime on this one.
Taking an American prisoner, an American citizen prisoner. Oh. Beat him about the head. Throwing him into this dungeon of a boiler room. If you think Howard Hunter goes peacefully, you comrades of the SS Gulag think again. You haven't invited an asp to your breast. You have swallowed a piranha. This rust bucket seats. I'm Eleanor Roosevelt.
Detective, I'm representing Terry Silvestri.
Yeah, who did Snake hire?
I don't understand.
Private joke, Miss Davenport.
Miss Silvestri informs me you suggested on the way to the station house her cooperation in another matter might get these charges dropped.
Worth the conversation.
We could have another one on entrapment. I'll get an interrogation room. Is anybody else hot here?
Here they come. Believe that creep Leon? Double sawbuck, and he's late with Belka's refrigerator.
Hey, where'd you go,
I may not have been there, but I'm still the best man, huh?
Congratulations. Congratulations, man.
Did you come by dog sled, Leon?
Registration lapse. I got pulled over.
Come on, excuse me.
Excuse me, everybody, listen up. Mick Robin, as head of the group gift committee, it gives me great pleasure to present you this 21 cubic foot frost-free refrigerator from your friends and fellow officers at Hill Street Station.
Thank you. That's so sweet, J.D.
Now that's what I volunteered for.
Oh, this is great. Why, is it me or is anybody else hot?
Oh, it's hot.
It's a spy ship without a radio transmitter.
Lieutenant? Sir? You down here? Valentine? Valentine, are you all right? We were looking for you, sir.
Who's we, Valentine?
Or just myself, I guess, sir.
You're at large on an enemy vessel? Your liberty granted to you?
Sir?
Valentine, I can only conclude they have brainwashed and turned you.
No, sir, I simply came down looking.
You owe me no apology, Valentine.
Torture is a terrible thing. Was it the tiger cages?
Nobody's tortured me, sir. Honest to goodness.
I say there's no shame, Valentine.
The only shame is not admitting the truth.
Sir, the truth is, I don't know what you're talking about.
Very well, Valentine.
Oh, look, the Miss America contestants.
Sorry, old sport, we'll deprogram you when you come to your senses.
Interrogation room B. Mr. Sylvester's already in there.
Comfy in here, Sarge. Reminds me of the Bataan death camps.
Drive carefully. See you in a couple of days.
Bye.
Bye.
Henry, you seen Howard?
Not for a while. Last time I saw him, he was stewing.
Well, when he turns up, tell him I want to see him.
Right.
Stan, we got to do something about this heat.
Boiler man's on his way.
Hey, Sarge, better have him check the water pressure, too.
Here, speak of the devil.
Earth is hot to trot today.
You gotta go downstairs right away, Sal. You could boil an egg in here.
On my way. Bertha and I got an intimate relationship. Sergeant Buns around today?
That would be Lieutenant Buns.
Blondie, tall drink of water. Tell her Sal's looking for her.
How do you people pay for heat? No wonder the city's going broke.
Let's finish this quickly. Charges are dropped against Miss Silvestri in today's arrest. Additionally, she's immune from prosecution other than crimes of violence during the period of business under surveillance. All right. Purpose of surveillance is arrest and prosecution of male Caucasian, tattooed, approximately 35, suspected in various armed robberies of drugstores during the past 6 weeks. Doesn't narrow the field much, gentlemen.
All we got.
Where'd you learn to give tattoos?
San Diego. Come on in, I'll give you a butterfly.
Already got one.
No, we got a Norman one. Hey, Tommy.
What's the matter? They don't call you Guido over here?
Tommy Donahue. We were partnered at the Heights. Stan, you blonde. Stan's a turnout sergeant.
How you doing? You got a place?
Yeah, come on.
Good to meet you. And it's everything they say.
Yeah.
You gotta take a ride with me, Guido.
Yeah? Who we gonna see?
A juice guy, one Edward Fratello. I believe Edward needs to be arrested.
I had to hit you right in the head.
Yeah, please give me a lecture now. That's what I was hoping I could hear.
Well, when you gonna smarten up, Tommy, huh?
Hey, no price.
How much you owe?
Couple of bucks. Hey, this guy's a crook. What difference does it make what I owe?
Oh, are we arresting Mr. Fratello? We're not playing Improve My Loan, huh?
We are arresting him. I may have subsequent plans. What are they giving you female hormones up here, Guido?
Shut up. When?
Now. Guy eats at this Ginzo social club.
Look, I'm not happy, Tommy.
We're policemen, Norm. We're doing our duty. Happy don't enter in.
Ain't it kind of hot in here?
I'm trying to locate the source of the problem. What can I do for you?
Just give me an educated guess. How much bail do you think they'll want for Bobby Angel?
I just book them, mister. I don't fix their bail.
Yeah. Officer?
Officer.
What do you suppose the bail's going to be for Bobby's hoo-ha down there at the storage place?
I don't think it makes much difference to you. As far as I know, Bobby Angel ain't got no money now, does he?
I'll go it for him.
You going for him after all that hoo-ha? Of course, I can relate to that. There is something about that jerk now, isn't there?
It's a particular kind of jerk. Probable truth is, until Bobby runs out of people like us, he ain't never going to cut it as a human being. That should do it. Hold the bail for him. Tell him, tell him it's from some secret admirer.
Hey, look who's here.
Fabian, how you doing?
Hey, Joe.
Good to see you, buddy. How are you?
Great.
Well, look at you. He's like he went and turned into a beanpole.
It's hot in here.
I know, they're working on it right now. They're gonna fix it. Joseph, you excuse us for a second?
Sure. Listen, what about dinner, all of us tonight? Come on.
Great.
All right, I'll see you later.
Come on, I have to talk to you about some stuff.
I'll be staying with you.
Yeah, about that.
I want to.
You don't want to go back to your grandmother's?
I don't like it there so much. My grandmother doesn't have any patience, and she's always mad at me.
You don't want to stay with your mom?
When you called me, I've been asking for you to call me for a couple of weeks.
Hey, bien. If you lived with me, I'd be like your mom, which means you'd have to enroll in school, and you have to do what I say.
That's okay, you're not too strict.
We'll have to get the courts to give their okay, hire a lawyer and everything.
Lawyers charge a lot of money, huh?
Yeah, that's why I want to know if you're sure.
Well, pretty sure.
Well, which is it, sure or pretty sure?
Well, it's just I don't want you to spend a lot of money.
Don't worry about that. That's my problem. Otherwise, okay?
Okay.
Night combat conditions. Become the environment. Come on, Ivan.
See if you like what this does to your engines.
Dealing with you guys.
Shut up, Eddie.
And that's where the next cops don't get along.
Yeah, look in my eyes, Eddie. Figure out how much I care.
Don't screw around my phone book, please.
What does this look like, Norm? Could it contain some sort of code?
What do you want, you freaking deadbeat? You're already 6 weeks overdue.
Attitude, Eddie. Attitude brings fractures.
All right.
Hey, go on back to the card game, fellas. Deal another hand, huh? Go on, get out of here. You hear me?
All right.
Tommy. Norman. Believe this? This was total mistaken identity. Daddy's being a real prince. Go away.
Stan, is there a window still open?
No, windows are tight. They must have shut down the boiler so we could work on it.
Double, triple pneumonia in here. And suing for loss of income.
Somebody please go down and check on that damn roof there, man.
My pleasure.
Got the DA for you.
Mine too.
English. Here's left over from Lend-Lease. Great progress you've made, Boris.
Mr. Molotov coming down. Fortitude, Valentine. The greater glory lies beyond this world. Stand back, whoever you are. This gulag goes to Davy Jones' locker.
Lieutenant Hunter.
A rescue party. You've saved me. Are you all right? Have we seized the ship?
Lieutenant.
What?
This is the Hill Street Station.
It's an unfortunate pawn of the commissary. Now that we're in command, can we medevac him out of here? Sure, Howard. I wasn't being recalcitrant on this.
Don't worry about it, Howard. The chief's issuing a department regrets.
I see.
Other than a concussion, I think you survived your encounter with the steam pipes, Lieutenant.
Thank you, Doctor.
I wouldn't drive for 24 hours.
I'll drive home. It was the most extraordinary experience. The entire hallucination had this most extraordinary sense of reality.
What's the matter, Howard?
I'm just so glad to be back in America.
Stab. Let's notify the city attorney. Civil suit. Big.
Blondie, my tall drink of water.
Why don't you go back to sleep?
I don't know how, I don't know when, I know someday we'll meet again.
Bobby, that was so beautiful.
Well, ain't you nice to say so?
You know, I just want to tell you something. You have been a perfect gentleman, and I don't know where those stories come from.
Well, I want to thank you folks for having me. And God bless you, and old Ned Parsons, too, for helping me out in court today.
Well, where do you have to go so soon, Bobby?
Well, I'm beginning to think you folks is temperance, and seeing how it's getting that time of evening, I like to wet my whistle.
Oh, Andy, do you think a single drink?
Dear Land,
don't you folks disagree on my account?
Oh, Andy, and my daddy's sweet-briar corn mash, you know, it's made in the family way. It couldn't do any harm on a cold night like this.
Dear Land,
Let me singing one of your songs.
You write some tunes, Andy, do you?
Well, see,
Singing the police one.
Okay, I'll pick you one. I am a policeman in a... I can't sing in front of you. I'm too embarrassed.
Oh, just a little case of stage fright, Andy. Boy, honey ain't sweeter than straight from the comb.
Oh, my Lord.
Ooh! Boy, that would kill an ordinary man. Mama, help me put out the fire.
Bobby, don't be tickling me now.
Woo! Woo! Well, Gerald, just to see you in those jeans makes old Bobby's blood to boil and makes me wanna scream. Oh, gimme what I need. Oh,
Hey, Harold, get off there. Get off, sit right in.
Oh,
Stop it.
Hey, wait a minute, Andy. I'm just having a little fun. Oh, I gotta get my inspiration from somewhere.
My wife, you don't. I'm gonna tell you something. You just crossed the Mason-Dixon line, horse. Get out of my house.
One way?
Never come back here again.
Hey, well, like I always say, don't count me out, but don't count on me either.
You guys could be here for a while.
He won't come in unless he pulls a job.
I've been on worse stakeouts.
You want to play some gin?
Oh, sure. Winner plays the snake.
You don't want to play Salome. She cheats.
He'll be. Company come.
Right.
Hey, Lucius, you put on a little weight?
Sure. My main woman. Yeah. Say, bro.
What you got?
Something your friend might like. Pure cashmere, baby. Look about your size.
Looks good.
Try it on. Got something else here for you.
You've been hitting those restaurant check rooms again, Lucius.
Me? No. These fell off the truck.
How much?
1,500 for both.
400.
That ain't right. No, I got to have a whole lot more than that. I got problems.
Take it or leave it.
Afraid I'm gonna have to take all of it there, Terry. Just freeze, Slim.
Take it easy.
This thing's smart.
Yes, sir, yeah. How to stay open? Just tell me how to stay open. You know how to open? Hey, man, I want a damn tax. Oh, man.
I ought to make you eat this.
Don't hurt me, man. Oh, don't hurt me, man. Take the coats.
I didn't want to jeopardize the undercover.
Men of action turned me all the way on.
Hey, yeah, that's the gym. That's where I used to play volleyball. All the guys were playing basketball.
Now, the girls probably play basketball, too, huh?
Yeah, all the time.
Where's them volleyball players? Who's that?
That is Sister Elizabeth. She was my homeroom teacher, and she also coached the volleyball team.
She's a nun, right? That's why she has that scarf on.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Is that you?
No, I don't think so. Come on, Fabe. What do you think about the school?
Seems pretty cool. That's you, ain't it, Luce?
Maybe.
Why you got your eyes closed?
I don't know, because that's what I was doing when the guy took the picture. Oh, give me a break, you dumpster.
I know we all wish Walter Callahan a quick victory in his bout with the flu bug. Father Farron's going to intercede for Walt with an influential friend. Our loss is also our gain. Like me, I'm certain all of you followed the deliberations and applauded the findings of the so-called Farillo Commission. But I can claim a leg up in having followed the career of this gentleman for a number of years before that. I remember 8 years ago now, reading about a persevering young lieutenant arresting Al Big Ben Diamante. And in the intervening years, I've watched him grow from strength to strength. It's my honor to introduce someone I suspect we may be hearing more from and about in the months and years to come. Captain Francis X. Farillo. Thank you, Father Hoffman, Father Farron, distinguished guests. I want to thank Mr. Wells for his gracious introduction. It is the small consolation of being a late replacement that no one expects you to have a speech prepared. I'm not going to disappoint you.
You were gangbusters, Farillo.
Yeah, I think it went all right.
Shall I tell you what our new friend, Mr. Wells, told me? Promise not to get a swelled head.
What did Graham have to say?
Graham said your husband has marvelous presence. I said, Graham, you're preaching among the converted.
I wish I had a peek at my friend Graham's hole card.
Relax, Frillo. Enjoy the ride.
Don't change the subject.
Let's look now.
Hi, Annie.
Oh, honey.
George Foster Sons Mortuary, sir. Is this the departed? My assistant will bring the car around, sir.
Trip all right?
It's fine. How's Uncle Si?
Oh, he has his aches and pains. You'll see him back at the house. I was planning on you staying with us.
Appreciate it.
Welcome home, Leland.
Leland?
You didn't know that your daddy's first name was Lee?
Where did Reggie come from?
His name was Leland Reginald Hill. I used to say your daddy had a bank president's name and a bank robber's heart. I'm glad you brought him here.
Didn't know where else to bring him, Annie.
I meant, I'm glad you came with him.
Appreciate the rhythm, Queen. Kid I'm paired with now don't know the play.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get it off our chests.
What part don't you know about, Tommy, huh? What part do I have to tell you?
I didn't want to get into this. Some stuff going on at home.
That's bull.
Oh, man, you're going to tell me what this money's for? Obviously, you think it's gambling and it happens to be a domestic problem?
Tommy, A, I don't believe you, and B, this sucked no matter what.
Hey, which righteous brother were you?
This was a stone freaking shakedown. This crap's why I transferred.
You transferred? What happened to Division pulled you?
I put in for a transfer. And this kind of stuff is why.
Jeez, that's beautiful. You asked to split up?
All right, look, forget about what's right or wrong, huh? You know, you keep this up, you're gonna get whacked.
Hey, not me. I'm a defender of the community. Plus, I thought I was your pal.
Nah, this was no friend. This was muscle you wanted today.
That must have been someone else I stepped in front of a couple of years ago. That must not have been you.
No, that was me. But you were different.
Oh, I'm a different guy. Jeez, I must not have a scar then.
It's a cheap freaking shot.
Didn't feel cheap when I took it. This looked cheap to you? I'm wrong. I'm sorry.
You don't believe it, see, but I love you like a brother.
Yeah, you've been there for me, too.
Just hate what you're doing to yourself, Tommy. And honest to God, I keep being afraid you're gonna get hit.
I win the lottery next week. This all goes away. Look, maybe ruin my vines.
You take care, Tommy.
Hey, Queen. Let's see each other, all right?
No, I don't want to see you no more.